the Suki and Scott Show.
This is one of the funnest shows I've ever done.
Lady, when you're with me, I'm smiling.
It's musical. It's magical.
Suki and Scott, that's 7 of Hearts. Exactly.
What she said.
This is a sexy show.
Someone's getting some action.
Now, these larger-than-life personalities are on an exciting new journey as they bring you the Suki and Scott Show.
You guys nailed it. You're great. You ask great questions. You listen.
I answered you because I have respect for you guys, and it was a question respectfully put.
The Suki and Scott Show is your one-stop destination for humor,
You like De Niro and Cape Fear. Counselor!
entertainment,
Jesse's girl.
Wonderful.
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
and optimism.
You guys have such amazing energy.
Ultraviolet light, it gets in there and it just fights the kung flu, is that right? Okay.
Let's laugh together.
I love him.
The Suki and Scott Show.
That's the best intro for a show I maybe have ever seen. Yeah, your intro is fantastic.
Suki, this just in, Eric Roberts coming back to the Suki and Scott Show. Holy cow, this guy's busier than ever.
Yeah, he's on Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars. He's got a new book out. I sent him a little message. Hey, ER. That's what I call him.
You call him ER?
It's a Hollywood thing. I'm like, ER, I think it's time you come back on the show. And he wrote back, and within 5 minutes, agreed, exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. Suki.
I love that.
Yes.
See, this is what happens when celebrities come on our show. They just love us.
They love us. Suki,
And you love us.
What's
so
not to love, Suki?
it's fantastic.
I love her. She loves me. We're a happy family. By the way, did you see Barney is coming back to TV?
Barney?
Yes.
Is there space for Barney?
Barney's World
Yeah.
is coming back to TV. I think it's oh my goodness, it's going to be like a YouTube series.
Wow,
and
okay.
I think a little HBO Max maybe.
Okay.
It's coming back for the preschoolers. And it's supposed to be, same thing, but I already heard the clip and it's a different guy. It's not the same guy.
But you know what? I'm glad we're getting back to basics because you know what? Quite frankly, I am so tired of nothing against Cartoon Network, but I'm kind of tired of listening to Cartoon Network all the time and everybody yelling and screaming. And I think a lot of parents are with me with that. By the way, just on the same tip, Roblox, if you have kids at home.
Oh, God.
There's a new movie coming out.
There's a movie? You know how much money I spent
with
on that
Jack
game?
Black. He's going to be in there. And also The Rock.
The Rock's going to be in Roblox? Oh, my God.
Or is it Jason Momoa? No, it's Jason Momoa and Jack Black. I apologize.
Are you confusing The Rock with Jason Momoa?
How do you do that? I just did.
Rock, I apologize.
I apologize myself.
Yeah,
Jason, I
Dwayne,
apologize.
I'm sorry, Dwayne. Call me, buddy. Anyway, Suk, what a great show we have. First of all, Jeff, jump on for a second, bud. Let's get Jeff on. We haven't seen Jeff in a while. Where is he? Let's see if he can work it and see if he can get himself on the show. There he is, ladies and
Hi,
gentlemen.
Jeff. How are you?
I'm good. You know what? I've been told to do this.
Okay, that's good. We
Nice.
like
See,
that.
I like
I
that.
like that better.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You actually look better small.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, really? Yeah.
that.
We like you in the little box.
Yeah, thanks.
Just
Appreciate
for the record, Jeff's been taking meetings and conference calls and Zoom messages.
Thank you, Jeff.
And all kinds of presentations. And the Suki and Scott show, we're in development all over the place. Suk, we're in talks to be somewhere soon.
Somewhere soon, and that's the good news. And we also have to thank our friends at Odyssey
Yes, of course.
because we are using their studios to present the Suki and Scott to you show to you.
Yes.
So
And Jeff, listen, we got Vanessa Williams is coming on the show today. But we buried the lead there, Suki.
We really did.
Jeff, just listen. Stay clean. Don't gag. Don't oogle over her. Don't embarrass us.
me.
Just be cool, all right?
I'm sorry. I believe last show it was, or maybe it was the show before that, or maybe all of the shows. Every time we have a guest this talented and this beautiful, you almost dated her, you almost married her.
Listen,
or he had a picture of her growing up. It's like one of those things.
I think 99% it was the picture on my wall.
Yeah. We're kind of like revisiting his youth of all the photos that were on his
Vanessa
wall.
Williams will be no different.
You said
She's
to Norm,
fabulous. And for all our viewers, she's got a show that she's got in London, England right now.
She's
Devil
doing a
Wears
play.
Prada.
Yeah, she's the main. What is
Miranda
it? Miranda in Devil
Priestley.
Wears Prada,
Yep,
which
yep.
she's on. I think, and they're moving to the West End of London right now, and she's just been killing it. So she's going to join us from merry old London a little
Which
bit
is so
later on.
exciting. You know, we're everywhere. We're
Yeah.
international, the Suki and Scott show.
And of course, we'll be talking to her about the Black Theater United Gala, which is coming up on Monday, September 30th from the Ziegfeld Theater in New York City.
And she also has a new album out, which she's going to talk about. And her daughter is also on the album. So there's a lot going on. And I just want to know on a personal note, as a woman,
go ahead,
how she continues to stay so timeless.
She does look.
I mean, like really, really beautiful. Like there's not a lot that changed. And we've seen her in person. There's really, there's nothing. In a world where there's a lot of Botox, a lot of fillers.
In a world where there's a lot of Botox.
A lot of fillers, a lot of things going on.
Sometimes you win the jeans
only has
lottery.
the right stuff. Did you see that?
The right stuff.
That's her first single.
Nice. How does it go, Suki? You remember?
I played it before.
I don't remember how it goes, though.
Baby, you are giving me the right stuff.
Is that how those are
Yeah,
words?
yeah.
Oh, okay. By the way,
And she sang Dreamin'.
I'm a dreaming.
Yeah,
that was a big hit
and
for her.
then also
And what was the one-
Saving the Best for Last.
She sang that for
You
us.
came and saved the best for last.
The snow comes down in June. And what's the song from Pocahontas?
Oh.
Was that it?
Oh, man.
Pocahontas?
I think so.
Yeah, yes,
I'm
absolutely.
not too sure, but I think so.
All right.
But then I was playing Jeff another song that she was singing with George Benson, which was
favorite.
Come Bring Me
Your kindness
comfort
comes for me through all this
madness.
Woman, don't you know with you I'm born again.
I mean, she kind of does all the standards that we all grew up with.
On, Soup, I'm going to start singing.
Oh, you should.
Oh my God, that'll make her swoon. She's gonna love us.
She's gonna love
there you go. And then it'll go to engagement, and then it'll ultimately the truth comes out.
Then it's gonna go to Soup. I think I could have dated Vanessa Williams. Bro.
Exactly.
Sign
And
my
then I'll just have to
CD
sit
and poster.
and like reel him back into reality.
And
But that's
she'll-
how the Suki and Scott show goes.
She'll roll her eyes.
Yes.
And, by the way, Jeff. All right. So before we bring Vanessa in, it's almost like Sadie Hawkins Day here, like they used to be in Brooklyn. It's the opposite day. Suki has a Vanessa Williams quiz that she's going to give me.
Okay, so Jeff can play along too.
No,
So
no,
the
no.
first question-
I'm not playing along in this one. You guys have fun. And by the way, Scott, stop creating all of these Zoom meetings and all of these different video things because truthfully, I listen, we only needed one. I don't need to see 5 of you a day. Okay. It's enough already.
I agree, Jeff.
All right. Have a good time.
All right,
my
Jeffy,
man.
thank you.
Wait, Soup, before you start this quiz, let's get the music going. There it is. Go ahead.
All right, so the quiz starts like this.
Go
How
ahead.
well do you know Vanessa Williams, Scotty?
I know Vanessa very
Okay. Vanessa Lynn Williams
Uh-huh.
was born in what year?
She was born, Suki, in 1984. So she was born in 1967.
Close.
Oh, 66.
63.
Oh, man. I
She's
thought she was my age.
61 years old.
Wow. 61,
Yeah,
Vanessa Williams?
yep.
Whoa.
Vanessa Williams was the first African-American to win this coveted title.
Suki, don't insult my intelligence. That would be Miss America. Which
Ding,
she
ding,
lost
ding.
Because of, she posed in Penthouse. Who cares?
Okay, no one
She
cares
lost
at this
it, yeah.
point.
I think that made her more famous, by
Yeah,
the way.
she resigned as Miss America in 1984.
There you go.
1984.
Give me another one.
Vanessa Williams' first studio album,
Mhm.
The Comfort Zone,
Yes.
was released in
Uh-huh.
what year? Now, remember, she resigned in 84,
Yeah,
so
it's got to be before
1991,
the 90s. Okay.
1998,
Uh-huh.
2000,
No,
or
no.
2005.
No, 1991.
Exactly, you're correct, sir.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Her studio album, The Comfort Zone, was released in 1991. The information is derived from, exactly.
I'll be dreaming. I
Right.
think that was on
A
that
Dream,
one.
no. Right Stuff was on there.
Right
Stuff.
Stuff.
Oh, yeah, Dreamin' was on
Was
there
Dreamin'
too.
All right.
Yeah, you're right.
Go ahead.
Go back to it. This is a trick question.
Go ahead.
The title of Vanessa Williams' first single off Comfort Zone, is it The Comfort Zone, Dreamin', The Right Stuff, or He's Got the Look?
Oh, well, I'm going to say He's Got the Look. No, Right Stuff. He's got the look. Dreaming, Suki. It's dreaming.
No, it's The Comfort Zone. I said it's a
first
trick
one.
question. Yes. All right.
So I guessed all wrong.
But they're all the hit singles off
those
that
are off
album.
that album.
That's
Okay.
why it's so popular.
All right.
But the first single that was released off the Comfort Zone was The Comfort Zone.
All right. Nicely done.
All right, just I know that was a scary. Vanessa Williams' number one hit song that most people know is what?
Save the best for last.
Yeah, you got it.
Sometimes the snow comes down in June. Sometimes the sun goes round the moon. Right?
You got it. I think the last time she was on for A Diva's Christmas Carol, wasn't
Is
it?
that what she was on for?
Yeah, the film titled A Diva's Christmas Carol, in which
Yeah.
Vanessa Williams acted as Ebony Scrooge.
And Norm Lewis, when he was on, he
Right.
told us he became good friends with Vanessa when they were on Daytime Divas together, VH1.
VH1,
Yes.
and that was the next one.
The Ill-Fated.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was the next
Vita
question. Yeah, which was the show that Norm Lewis and Vanessa Williams appeared on.
Hold on, Suki. I'm going to go with Desperate Housewives.
No, you just got it. The Daytime Divas.
Oh, ladies
Well,
and
you did
gentlemen,
really
yeah.
well. I think you got 5 out of 5.
Did I get 5 out of 5?
Pretty close.
I
4
thought
out of
I
5.
did.
4 out of 5.
Revisionist history.
It wasn't as exciting as Scott's quizzes, but we tried.
We'll make it sound great.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, from merry old England, here's a little Vanessa Williams. We're going to bring her in on the other side. Watch this.
Sooner or later, sunlight her room, when the red candles flicker, she'll walk in the room, and the curtains will shake, and the fire will hiss. Here comes her kiss, and the moon grows dimmer at the tide's low ebb, and her black beams shimmer, and you're aching to move, but you're caught in the web of a spider woman with a velvet cape. You can scream, but you cannot escape. Sooner or later, your love will arrive, and she touches your heart. You're alert and alive.
Amazing.
Oh, nicely done, young lady. You've done this before, haven't you, Vanessa?
Yeah, that was a tribute to Cheetah before, I followed her and Kissed the Spider Woman back in 1994, 95. And she was supposed to be honored that night, and she was ill. I didn't realize how ill she actually was, because she ended up passing away, I think, the following month.
Oh, wow.
But, that was a tribute to her. Yeah.
Oh, lovely. So what was the song you and I were singing earlier in the intro that you were telling me that she did with George?
George Benson. I mean, there's Born Again.
Born Again.
Yes. That is one of my favorite renditions, Vanessa, between you and George. I absolutely. I mean, I listen to it all the time. My father, it's just so good.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
Vanessa, I kind of blew Suki away. I gave her the chills a little bit because I went into "Woman, don't you know if you come born again, come bring me." Right, Suki?
Yeah.
Look at the chill. You got chills.
I've got chills.
I love
It's just, it's all chicken skin right here. I'm just blown away.
Vanessa, last time you were on the show, a couple years ago already.
COVID, wasn't it COVID?
Yeah, it was.
COVID. It was Suki and I were still in our basements at that time.
We moved into the Odyssey Studios in Manhattan.
And basically, so listen, I want to talk about this Black Theater United Gala that's coming up
at the Ziegfeld.
At the Ziegfeld Theater, Ziegfeld Ballroom, Monday, September 30th. Norm Lewis was here a couple weeks ago. LaShans, who was the president of Black Theater United, was also on. And I know last time you were with us, even back a couple years ago, you've been involved with this program for a long time. Those are going to be the honorees: Maxine Williams, Alicia Keys, Linda Twine. Going to be another fantastic night with so many great people, lots of great entertainment. Just give us your thoughts on the gala and the whole organization, because it's really been, and again, it was the same with Norm Lewis, just really near and dear to your heart.
Yeah. Well, we formed it in 2020 after we all witnessed George Floyd's murder. And that was our point where we called each other and said, what can we do? and we started to create a foundation that will help for diversity. It's particularly in the theater, but in general. And we've been able to not only have a mentorship program, which we love, and I love all my mentees, and I still keep in touch with all of them that have gotten a chance to learn the business of theater and are now actually working after they've graduated college, or working in some of the advertising agencies that they were interning with. We had this amazing summit of producers, theater owners, directors, creatives, union members, about diversity, and implementing programs that when you start a new production, these are things that you have to do in terms of inclusion and protection and safety. So that's been really a game changer. And what's been odd, or not odd, but what's been interesting is now that I'm working over in London, I'm doing Devil Wears Prada over there, and I can see that our work has been recognized by others there, and they want the same for the West End theater community as well.
That's amazing, because you and Norm, you guys were the first of many things, right?
Yeah.
You were the first for so many of us, and now once again you're leading the way in creating a voice for the next generation. What does that feel like? Because the next generation, I feel like they've got a bigger pivot point than anybody else ever did. And it's so incredible that the elders are now, like you said, mentoring and really kind of showing the lessons that were learned, that it's really about us fostering community to create more voices of change.
Yeah, it's really been interesting. We wanted to be like the NAACP of theater.
That'd be amazing.
You would be the spot where if you had an issue, you come to us.
Yeah,
and solve the problem. Wendell Pierce, who I called, was one on my phone list when we first were getting BTU together. When we were talking about what we wanted to implement, he's like, no more all white creative teams ever. There's got to be diversity.
Yeah,
and we've seen that in the past 4 years.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that costume and lighting and direction and assistant direction and choreography, it's a total mixed, diverse bag.
Well, I mean, just watching the Tonys, you can see the change. You can see the reflection in the last 4 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vanessa, talk about the actual gala itself. What can we expect? What goes on? I know there's a lot of entertainment going on at these things.
Last year, we had some moments that I think we were the hottest gala in New York. We were giving Common his welcome to the Broadway Stage Award as a newcomer. And Common started a speech, and then he started rapping, and then the band started behind him and knew the song. And then Joshua Henry jumped in and started singing the Bobby Caldwell, "There are times when you need someone." And he started, everyone got up, and it was one of those moments that you just can't script. And that was the energy in the room last year. And we've got Stephanie Mills performing this year.
Oh, wow.
You know there's going to be someone's going to stand up. And
Is that I never knew love?
Of course, that's Stephanie Mills.
Before.
Yes, and she's on Broadway too.
She's doing Hadestown, yeah.
Yes.
Jeff,
And of
pop
course,
up a little of that B-roll from the gala. Let's see what was going on there. All right, we'll forget that. There you go, Vanessa. Give me a little run through of this.
Yeah, so there's Norm, there's Tamara Tooney, Brian Stokes Mitchell. Candy was one of our honorees. There's Common. Carpathia we saw before, Michael McElroy, and the stars came out. Shelley Williams, who's in there, just directed 2 shows this past year. She co-directed The Notebook, and she also did The Wiz. So everyone's firing on all cylinders all together, and it's just wonderful to see. I'm producing this year. Wendell's also a producer. LaShawn's just won 2 Tonys as a producer.
Yes, that's
so
right.
Everyone is getting a chance to not only perform, which is what we love and what we've done, brilliantly for 40 plus years out of our group, but getting a chance to be in all aspects of the theater.
And let's just talk about the fashion because everybody showed up looking right.
It's an elegant night.
Yes, yes. No,
Elegant.
Norm was saying that he was like really trying to up the ante on what he was going to wear.
Yeah.
He's like, I've got to really show out.
Hold on, Vanessa. We showed a video. You and Norm were doing like a Christmas songs on stage.
Carnegie Hall.
He looked really sharp. So we asked him about his outfit. He said he spent $125 head to toe, and he wouldn't tell me where it was. Like I wanted to get it.
It's an Italian place uptown in Harlem.
That's what he said. But he won't tell you any more than that.
Doesn't want to give him
6th Street, not to, but
yeah. We were like, Norm, give us the secret. Come on. You know?
Yeah, no, he wouldn't up it.
Yeah.
But no, it's going to be a great night. Again, it's the Black Theater United Annual Gala, September 30th. Ziegfeld Ballroom. I believe that you can go on to the Black Theater United website if there's still some tickets available.
And the theme is Generations of Excellence, and you can see in the 4 years how much change has been able to be implemented in theater, and not only affecting what's happening on Broadway, but also affecting theaters around the world and how they look at diversity and inclusion in a real way that can be practiced every day. And you guys are leading that charge. So congratulations to you guys.
Thank you. It's an honor, and we're happy to do the work. And who knew that we could make such impact just being friends? You know?
That's beautiful.
All right, Miranda Priestley, how's it been going over there in London? Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, we just finished I was in Plymouth, which is the southwest part of England. We just finished doing a run there. I think we arrived in Plymouth in June 16th, and we just finished August 17th. So,
you've got the look down. You've got that look down.
Did you when you were getting ready to play that role? Did you watch the movie a few times, or you already kind of just had it in your brain?
I watched it years ago, I think, when it first came out, and then I did, Wilhelmina Slater as in Ugly Betty the year after the movie came out. So definitely Ugly Betty's theme was certainly influenced by Devil Wears Prada. So that whole fashion editor, high-pressured fashion world I was used to playing for 4 years, which was lovely. So it was kind of nice to get back into some comfortable shoes.
Right. And the clothes and the styling. I mean, how do you take a movie that so many people know, like Devil Wears Prada, and then have it for the stage and then put your twist on it, Vanessa?
Well, these things that I'm wearing are a combination of Pamela Rowland, who I'm going to her fashion week on next Tuesday. She custom made everything that you saw. Yeah. So she custom made about 7 outfits for me, which are spectacular. And then some of the other ones are Prada, Gucci, Tom Ford, Acris. So we've got those sprinkled in as well. My good friend Ron White did some shoes for me. So there's custom, and there's some that are off the rack, but
please tell me you'll get to keep everything. I mean, because it's custom, it's yours, it's made for you, it's your body.
After 8 shows a week for a year,
you're like, no.
She's out of it.
You're like, please take it away.
Is there any talk about bringing the show to Broadway in New York?
I assume that would be their wish, so we did Plymouth, and now we start in London at the Dominion Theatre. We start opening previews the end of October, and then I'll be running at least through the summer of until July of 2025. So there'll be plenty of opportunity
What a bad place to hang for a few months.
I was going to say, how is that? Do you like your new sister city over there? Are you enjoying it?
I first did my first West End experience was in 2020. I was doing City of Angels. And of course, we just got into our first week of previews and we're shut down because of COVID. So it's nice to get back to the West End, the Covent Garden area. My cast is extremely talented and gorgeous. And it's just wonderful to be in a different city and kind of introducing myself to a new audience.
That's amazing. And I read that you actually got to work with Elton John a little bit for the show.
Well, Elton wrote the music for this show for
that's
Devil Wears
okay.
Prada. Yeah, so we did a 2-week workshop in January, and then he loved it. And then I was invited to his house with the two of the producers, and
Wow.
went to his house in Windsor, which used to be the old King's doctor's house. So
Wow.
back in the day when the king got sick, they would raise a flag, and the doctor would see it and get on his horse and go and take care.
Wow.
of it. That's the house that Elton and David live in.
So now at this stage of your career, when you're performing an Elton John written song that he wants to hear the way he wants to hear it, do you feel any pressure at all? Are you like, yeah, we'll get it the way you like it?
No, I feel honored that he's writing music for me. And we've never previously worked together or met, so it was wonderful to kind of sit and talk about who we knew together and kind of reminisce about the old recording days. But it's exciting to do a new musical. That's really why I jumped into this part, because I get a chance to create a Miranda on the West End.
So
I mean,
cool.
I don't even know what that's like to say, have Vanessa Williams and Elton John and Dave. I mean, have them at a dinner party. I don't even know what that's like. I have to say, congratulations. New album, Survivor, aptly named.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, incredible. We were talking about, the single that was also released with your daughter. We were listening to it. Yep, we were listening to it, and I was like,
very nice.
Oh, it is so good.
Thank you.
It is so good. Well, this was back in the day.
So
when we look at Survivor now and all the years that you put out music and and you're still doing it. What do you attribute that to, Vanessa?
I guess stubbornness, competitive. I don't know. I mean, I don't like hearing no, and I always like to try to.
I mean, this is where we all fell in love with you, Norman.
I think I had that poster on my wall.
We all. This was it. This was it. The right stuff. I mean,
1988. Yeah. I don't see any limits, and I guess I'm just a cockeyed optimist, because I always feel like, okay, there's a way to push through. There's a way to get by any obstacle, and just work hard and stick to it, and that's what I've kind of done. So I guess that's just how I work.
But it's also dance. It's going back to the dance music.
Oh, yeah, was that the Legs video that you did? I saw.
Yeah,
I still got.
Yeah,
Legs?
your Legs. Yeah,
that was the first single that we released, and I kind of want to declare, like, I'm 60 plus, but I'm still here, still standing, still kicking, and so it's been kind of an anthem for all of us gals who are of a certain age. Because I wanted them to feel great, and that we still have stuff to offer, and we're relevant, and
we are seen, and we're being heard, and we're being addressed.
I just turned 58. I have great legs. I could have been in that video. I really could have.
You do.
Vanessa, not that I'm trying to trick you into singing it all, but the right stuff. I can't get into my head.
You're such a liar.
Like 15 seconds of that
He's
one.
Such a liar. He's such a liar.
I was standing at 7:15, waiting for my baby's car.
Woo.
I just then out stepped the driver of a limousine and asked if I was going far. I said, I've got my mind made up. I don't want to leave here, baby, because it's clear to me that it's just too tough to find another lover like mine with the right stuff.
Nice. I do remember that song.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Of course you do.
Now
of course you do.
Now I remember it.
Of course, there's so many songs, right?
By the way, did I see somewhere now that maybe you told me, are you a grandma now?
I am.
That's unbelievable.
He's 2.5. Yeah.
That's amazing.
What was that moment like for you?
Yeah.
I love it. I couldn't wait. And Jillian, my daughter, who actually sings bop with me, she's the mother of my grandson. She knew that I would be really happy, so she took me and my mom out to lunch here locally in town, and told us when she knew that she was with child, and we were overjoyed. And
what is that like working with your daughter for Bop? I mean, it was pretty amazing. The video is really amazing with the two of you, I have to say.
Thanks. It's great. I've been asking her for a while, because when she went to a new school, she was a dance major. She was working at a different dance company. And I had a gig in England after she graduated. Not England, sorry, Japan. She said, well, I want to go. I said, well, if you want to go, learn my music and you can sing background. And she learned all of it.
That's cool.
Yeah. And so she toured with me for about 2 years and then started making her own music. So I'm so happy that she's got her own career. She's taken off with her partner, Lucas, with Lion Babe. And, the fact that I finally get a chance to work with her and she felt that Bop was a perfect opportunity, and it was a perfect, because she does a lot of dance stuff. So it was a perfect synergy of my new music and what she is so good at doing.
And like she has her own appropriate voice. Like when I'm listening to her stuff online, babe, I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
We need to have her on the show.
Yeah,
I just want to say,
I will give
can you put in a good word for us? Because we'd love to have her on and like listen to her music and promote whatever she's doing.
Absolutely.
She's uber talented as well. Apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
No.
By the way, I have to say, I love your Instagram feeds. I love when you're like kickboxing or doing things or talking. Is that a way that you really like relate to your audience? Because there's so many of us that are, voyeuristically trying to, really connect to the people that we love and that we relate to.
Yeah. I mean, I it's exhausting because putting up new stuff and content, and most of the time it's me alone. So I'm with my camera. So I'll like give, when I'm kickboxing, I gave it to Chris, our sensei. I'm like, can you get a couple of pictures of me just hitting the bag so people know what I do, 3 times a week, because I'm always asked what's my routine. So, but I do love to share, my life, and this is what I do. It's not a fantasy. This is what works.
You know what, and that's really true, because this is something you practice, what you preach. Your body is your instrument. You take it very seriously, and I just this woman is just naturally beautiful. I mean, like really. I mean, she just has the right stuff. I mean, just really, honestly.
I get how she feels.
You get how to be beautiful?
So, Vanessa, can I read you a quick tweet that I got the other day?
Sure.
Hold on one second. I'm going to read you a tweet. This is from Fire Panda.
Fire Panda.
And it says, yo, I've seen Scott Stanford 1 on my TV ever since I was a little kid. And the man still looks great. Hashtag fine wine, Suki.
Fine wine,
Yeah.
Really? Thank you, Panda.
Yes,
What is that? Panda 1?
Fire Panda.
Fire Panda.
Yeah. It's a young boy from Canada, but I it's not a supermodel, but listen, that's the way.
It's the truth.
Listen, what are you going to do? I sent it to everybody I know. That's all. I didn't have to say where it was from. Vanessa Williams, we got the Black Theater United Gala coming up September 30th. Ziegfeld Ballroom, and it is going to be just an absolutely great celebration. There you go. Generations of excellence. So many celebrities. Also, you mentioned Wendell, of course, from one of my favorite shows, Suits. What a fantastic actor he is.
Yeah.
Was he involved with you guys right from the very beginning?
Yeah, I called him. Well, I've known Wendell since 1981. When we were seniors in high school, we both were selected to be finalists for this presidential acting program that we did in Princeton. So I've known him since 1981. So when we were amassing our group, I called Wendell because I'd just seen him in Death of a Salesman in London, and I knew that he obviously is not only a great actor in the theater, not only the West End, but on Broadway, because he was bringing it there. So yeah, he was, and I just worked with him this past week. I did an episode of Elsbeth for CBS, and he's on that cast. So I was hanging out in the makeup trailer with him. Yeah.
I love it.
Can you imagine going to school with your friend and all these many years later, you're both like successful and you both can lean on each other?
By the way, Vanessa, I know we still have time here in the month of September. If you wanted to have Wendell on as well to promote the gala, I would love to have. I love that guy's career. I love watching him also.
I'll give him a call.
100%. And can, every time I think of you, and when you came to see us at PIX and last time you were on, I always, when I think of your younger days, I always think of you in that movie with Arnold.
Eraser.
What is it?
Eraser.
Right. There you go. Look at Arnold's arm. Can you imagine? Do you have any aspirations? And again, at this age now, can we see you in would you take an action type role again at your age now?
Oh, I'd love to. Yeah. I mean, it was a pleasure working in that I mean, $100 million film, especially back then, was incredible. So I loved being a part of a huge. James Caan was in it as well. So that was a joy. But I would love to kick ass. Absolutely.
That's why she's taking kickboxing.
That's true.
That's what she's making. She's saving room for that. She's holding space for that to happen again.
And when you're over in London now for the next however many months for the show, are you living in a hotel? Are you living in a rental home? How does that work for you?
I have a 2-bedroom apartment right across the street from the theater. So
that's amazing.
That's beautiful.
Okay, well, that's really nice.
Yeah, nice commute.
I mean, because she's working all those crazy hours, right? Do they do matinees over there too, like we do?
Yeah, wow. Yeah, same Wednesdays and Saturdays.
And do you have certain things that you do to save your voice, or do you take a rest? There's some people who just don't even speak. Yeah. When they're doing that many shows. Yeah, I mean, the talking is actually what burns you out more than anything, just because you're at the same tone for a long period of time. That's interesting.
Yeah. But we've got steamers that we can have, backstage in our dressing rooms, and just knowing how to sing properly. That really saves your voice, because if you're pushing, we've got these mics, because it's over 2,000 seater.
Yeah.
It's like almost a cross between like Radio City and like the Gershwin, like that big.
Oh, wow. That's massive. Yeah.
It's going to be almost like a rock experience as well, with the amount of stack speakers and stuff. So it's not intimate at all.
No. Yeah. No, but it is like a rock experience, like you're saying, with music, like with Elton John.
We've had so many Broadway stars on, right? James Iglehart was just on recently, and of course Norm.
Well, he's also starring in a new show coming up, Satchmo.
Yeah, A Wonderful World, which I'm
Wonderful World. Yeah.
We just had our second line go up Broadway to Studio 54. We opened our box office yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. It's at Studio 54.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be great. And he's a huge WWE fan, by the way. My guy.
Just so you know, that's a plug for his second job. He works at WWE.
By the way, it was just his birthday the other day.
Yes.
Did you send him a text?
I wished him a happy birthday.
I sent him a text,
I wished him a happy birthday. I slid into his DM.
But the question, the question I have is, so you're doing 8 shows a week, right, for several months. Every show you do, obviously, you have to make it like it's your first show, because the audience is seeing it for the first time, and they want to get your best. Do you still get the same charge and the same chills when you're out there doing the show and the encore at the end and their standing ovation? You still get those same chills each and every show?
Well, we rate the shows, so I can. The barometer for me, I come up in my entrance, I'm not a spoiler, but I come up in an elevator. And once I arrive, if I hear a lot of clapping and I have to wait until they've stopped in order to do my first line, I go, okay, this is a good audience.
Good night.
I hear nothing. I was like, oh,
it's going to be a tough night.
Do you ever hear nothing?
No. Well, Plymouth is it's 4.5 hours south of London. So it's a very kind of small, it's a naval town, not a lot of industry. So it is kind of like a remote out of town that you want to kind of work out all the kinks for. And some people have never heard of the movie, let alone seen.
Oh, that's interesting.
So they didn't know the story.
Wow.
So yeah, it was kind of interesting, and they loved it. By the end, they loved the whole show. Said it was the best thing they've ever seen. But it's it's like a little local theater.
Oh my God,
that's fantastic!
And would you say, after all these years, that theater is your love now? I mean, would you say that's just kind of where you, I don't know, feel most at home? Yeah, feel most at home.
Your wheelhouse.
Yeah, it fires all cylinders. It's a live audience. I get a chance to act and be funny and dramatic and hold the audience in my hand and dance and be surrounded by terrific ensemble, and it changes every night. So I would have to say there's nothing quite like that theater experience. Although I just finished doing Elsbeth, playing an amazing character, and she's the murderer. And so like being in front of the camera again and like doing stuff in a completely different genre, basically. It's like, oh, this is what TV's like again. Oh, I remember what it's like to go to craft service and have whatever you want, and then wait for them to set up the next shot. So that immediacy that you have, like in theater, like, oh my God, I get it ready and we're on. And then television, which is a little more, are they ready? Not yet? Okay, I'll take this on. A whole different breed. The only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon? Or ask the grinning bobcat why he grins? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
Wow.
There you go.
That song makes me
That's it.
cry. There's so many songs that you sing that make me cry.
Can you believe we just interviewed you for 29 minutes just to get that?
No, just kidding.
Vanessa,
are you going to go to the U.S. Open just out of curiosity?
I went on Monday.
Okay.
I saw Pagula won, and
and she's in the finals.
Yes, yeah,
amazing.
Crazy.
And what a match that was.
All the top seeds that got knocked out.
Yeah,
Crazy,
well,
right?
It's just what a match. What a match.
Buffalo, huh?
Well, we want an
Vanessa,
American. We want an American to win.
As always, listen, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you. Great seeing you guys.
Always
so much fun.
Good luck with the gala.
Good luck with the
we're so glad we could
album.
promote it, the album, everything else, and we'll get LaShawn's in here so she could promote it. And again, Wendell, love the guy. He'd have a ball on this show if we can get him on. More promotion of the gala.
Yeah.
And just, continue knocking it out of the park. And hopefully we'll see you on Broadway here soon.
Absolutely.
All right. Vanessa, thank you
the great
so much.
Vanessa Williams.
Thank you.
Wow. We love you, pal. Thank you.
She's so beautiful. I'm fangirling out. I'm like, you're always like, she's beautiful, but I'm like, no, she's beautiful.
All right, Jeff, now you can come back on.
Sure. She's, the most beautiful, most talented person in the world left. Now you have me on. I mean,
now you're back.
Now you can screw up all you want.
No respect. No respect.
It's fun. What was the only thing I told? I said, make sure you play the B-roll when she's talking about the gala. No B-roll.
I was captivated. I was like in another planet.
Another world.
He was just sitting there staring at her.
Unreal.
Listen, you gave me the verbal cue. I did it. Meanwhile, there's like 86 pictures, and none of them apply to anything you spoke to.
Well, put them up now. Let me see what didn't apply.
There's literally nothing.
There's all beautiful
just go through
everyone. Pictures of Vanessa
Just go
Williams.
through every one of them. Why not?
Let's
show the audience.
Let me see what
Let's
we
show
had
the audience what
that
we
you
had.
didn't use that I spent hours on. That you could have used for the gala.
Yes, that was for the gala.
Okay, these two I missed.
That's for the gala.
Yes, those two you missed.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I missed. But then we use this.
Right.
Yes,
go ahead.
that was because
Very good.
Devil Wears Prada. Yes.
I use
that generic. That's from one of her albums.
All got used.
This was when she first started Miss America. We all know that.
We didn't go there.
Yeah, but we don't need to.
This you threw up at the worst time possible.
I know. Yeah.
You didn't have an album. You didn't.
What's the other one? What's the other one?
Don't put it up.
What are the other pictures?
Then you go.
What are the other pictures?
Oh, there's
I
more.
didn't know which album it was.
Okay.
But if it's not up there, you don't put it up.
Okay. Look at how young and gorgeous she was.
Go ahead, continue.
This.
You missed that one.
Gorgeous.
For what? When?
Just go down the list. I want to see.
But we all know that she was Miss America. I mean, it's kind of like, okay, that was her first album. Yes, the right stuff.
We used it.
You didn't use that. You didn't use that. You didn't use that.
Okay.
You didn't use that. Didn't use that. Look at how hot she is there.
Again, from where?
Anything she was talking about
Broadway.
You didn't use that one.
It didn't apply to any of the things.
You didn't use that one.
I didn't use any of the modeling.
You didn't use that one. That one?
These are all modeling pictures.
Yeah. So?
Okay, this one worked.
Right.
We didn't have anything about the movie.
It doesn't matter.
This one was in. That was in.
Right.
Right. And then there was this, which is some random
shot. We could have talked about her family. She's a grandmother. She was a grandmother. She mentioned that she's a grandmother.
I didn't know what was in this. I don't know.
Those are her children.
So here's what
I didn't have that. He gives me the pictures 5 seconds.
I spend hours getting pictures and putting them in the show.
Yeah. And you put them
I
in.
leave them in the hands of the executive producer.
Yes.
Please.
To put them into the
I
show
know.
while we're
I
streaming.
know how hard you work.
Do you see, Suki, do you see what happens? How they don't get into the show?
I know.
But no
There's
matter
no
what I
agenda.
say, they will
There's-
always say that they didn't have to be
Right,
there.
right.
But you see what I'm saying,
I
right,
see
Suki?
you. I
You
see
see
you.
how generically
I
they
will
could have
always
so
see
unfair.
you.
2 against
I
1.
will always see you.
Suki, do you see
I
me?
always see
Do
you.
you see me,
I've
Suki?
seen you.
You see what
I
I'm
will
saying?
always see you.
I quit.
That's all I'm saying.
I quit.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
And then that's
This way, this way, Suki, when the show gets edited,
yes,
Scott doesn't have to go back now
and do
put
everything.
the pictures
But see,
in.
Even
Yes.
if Jeff put these in, they would be re-edited by
Do you
Mr.
see what
Control
happens?
Freak.
I
over
see
there.
you.
Oh, you
I see
feel
you.
me.
I feel
I just
you.
want to be seen, Suki.
And I don't see Jeff anymore. So
I quit.
oh, I see him now.
I'm quitting again. I'm going to quit twice. That's how much I want. That's how how
ladies and
unappreciated.
gentlemen, we fooled them again. We fooled them again, didn't we? Vanessa Williams, just one of the top stars in the entire world. No big deal. Hanging out with you, with your boy and your girl. That's going to do it for another fantastic edition of the Suki and Scott Show. Suk, we have so many more celebrities to come. And ladies and gentlemen, we love you. We'll say goodbye for now. We'll have a couple clips coming up that we'll show you here on the program. But goodbye for now. Mwah. Take care.
Bye.
Baby, here I am again, kicking dust in the canyon wind, waiting for that sun to go down. Made it up Mulholland Drive, hell-bent on getting high, high above the lights of town. 'Cause you and tequila make me crazy, run like poison in my blood. One more night could kill me, baby. One is one too many. One more is never enough. "30 days and 30 nights, been putting up a real good fight. There were times I thought you'd win. It's so easy to forget the bitter taste that the morning left. I swore I wouldn't go back again, yeah. 'Cause you and tequila make me crazy, run like poison in my blood. One more night could kill me, baby. One is one too many. One more is never enough. When it comes to you, whoa, the damage I could do. It's always your favorite sins that do you in, yeah. "'Cause you and tequila make me crazy, run like poison in my blood. One more night could kill me, baby. One is one too many. One more is never enough. Never enough. You and tequila, you and tequila, yeah.
I think I picked ones that you guys should get. But let's see.
Go ahead, baby. Let's see.
All right, ready? This is a famous guitar intro riff.
Ooh. Oh my God. Sister Golden Hair
Sister
Surprise.
Golden. Yes, Sister Golden.
America.
It's America.
Yeah, that is a winner right there.
Nicely
Okay,
done.
great.
I knew I couldn't get it out of my.
I know.
my-
I got it for you. I got it.
Go ahead.
Nice one. All right, here's another one that's got a very famous opening guitar riff.
Oh my
Whoa,
God.
whoa, listen to the music.
No, it's not Steely Dan.
Not Steely Dan, but it's listen to the music.
It is
Oh,
Listen to
Doobie
the Music.
Brothers.
Yeah.
Doobies, come on.
I know. Sorry. Doobie Brothers.
All right, ready for this next one? That's all I'm going to give you on that one.
Oh, that's a tough
Oh,
one.
no, I can't name it. I can't name it in 3 chords.
I don't know if I can name that.
Oh, Toto, Africa.
Yeah.
Is that Total Africa?
Yeah.
Dave, sing a little of that. Let me hear you. Go ahead.
Hear the guns echoing tonight. She has only whispers of some quiet conversation. He's coming in 12:30 flight. Moonlit winds reflect the stars that guide us toward salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. Oh, song number 4.
Oh, wow.
All right.
We're doing pretty good. Oh, my God. Oh. Jackson Cup. Somebody's baby tonight.
Somebody's baby?
Yeah, we just talked about that.
Yeah, she's gonna be somebody's
baby. Only like
gonna
gonna shine.
find a night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
Poor Jackson Brown.
Magic by Pilot. Oh, welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Carter.
Welcome, Carter. How dare you?
Welcome back, Carter.
John Sebastian. Welcome back, Carter.
Okay.
Yo, Mr. Carter.
Now the world don't move to the beat of just one drum. That's why it might be right for you. May not be right for some. A man is born, he's a man of means. Then along come two. They got nothing but the dreams. They got different strokes it takes. Different strokes it takes. Different strokes move the world.
Nice.
Remember that
What
one?
you talking about, Willis?
Love it. Love it.
On a long and lonesome highway east of Omaha, you can listen to the engine moaning out its one-note song. You can think about the woman or the girl you knew the night before. But your thoughts will soon be wandering the way they always do when you're riding 16 hours and there's nothing much to do. And you don't feel much like riding, you just wish the trip was through. Here I am, on the road again. There I am, up on the stage. Here I go, playing the star again. There I go, turn the page. Well, you walk into a restaurant all strung out from the road, and you feel the eyes upon you as you're shaking off the cold. You pretend it doesn't bother you, but you just want to explode. Most times you can't hear them talk, other times you can. All the same old cliches. Is that a woman or a man? And you always seem outnumbered, so you don't dare make a stand. Here I am, on the road again. Here I am, up on the stage. Here I go, playing the star again. There I go, turn the page. Out there in the spotlight, you're a million miles away. Every ounce of energy you try to give away as the sweat pours out your body like the music that you play. Later in the evening, as you lie awake in bed with the echoes from the amplifiers ringing in your head, you smoke the day's last cigarette, remembering what she said. Here I am, on the road again. There I am, up on the stage. Here I go, playing the star again. There I go, turn the page. Yeah, here I am, on the road again. Here I